Everybody talks about the legends, but the 1960s had one-hit wonders that hit so hard they still sound alive today. These are the songs that exploded once, lit up the whole world, then disappeared like they were never supposed to be found again. Picture old AM radio, a tiny record shop with listening booths, sock hops, and basement parties, and that moment when a DJ plays a new 45 and the whole room freezes. Because once you hear these 10 records, you'll realize one hit doesn't mean small. It means the industry missed a whole era of magic. So let's count down 10 one-hit wonders from the 1960s, so you need to hear. Number 10, Joe Jones, You Talk Too Much. This one is pure 1960 party heat, sharp, teasing, and dangerously catchy, like a friend clowning you on the dance floor while the band keeps the groove locked. I can still picture the little house speakers rattling, everybody laughing, but nobody sitting down. Fact check. It was released in 1960 and climbed all the way to chapter 3 on the Billboard Hot 100, a real crossover moment for a record that sounds like it was made in a packed room, not a fancy lab. Fun fact, the behind-the-scenes story got messy. There were label business disputes around the record, which is part of why this Everybody Knows It hit still feels like a hidden chapter in soul history. Why it's underrated? Because it gets filed as oldies fun, but the attitude in that vocal is the blueprint for so much later R&B swagger. Real heads keep this one like a secret key. And the next tune, same era, but now we're stepping into that New Orleans bounce where the groove talks back. All right, quick pause in the countdown because I need to say this from the heart. If these R&B picks are hitting you, if they're bringing back memories, late night vibes, old playlists, and that feeling you can't explain, then please subscribe to Sexual 69 right now. Not just for you, but because it genuinely helps this channel survive and grow. Every subscribe is like you telling YouTube, yes, this music matters. Keep this kind of content alive. It pushes these forgotten songs back into the light, helps more real R&B lovers find the channel, and lets me keep making deeper, better countdowns for you. So if you want more lists like this, hit subscribe, tap the bell, and drop a comment with the one R&B song that raised you. Let's bring these classics back together. Number 9, Jesse Hill, Ooh Poo Pa Doo, Part 2. This isn't just a song, it's a room. You hear it, and suddenly you're in a sweaty little club where the piano is smiling and the drums are pushing people shoulder to shoulder. It's playful, but it's also tough, like a street parade that refuses to slow down. Fact check. The hit version that charted on pop radio was Part 2, and it reached 28 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1960. Fun fact, the track is tied to that New Orleans creative machine. Arrangement or production is often credited in that Allen Toussaint world, which is why the rhythm feels so alive and built for the floor. Why it's underrated? Because people borrow the feeling of New Orleans R&B all the time, but they don't always go back and learn the names. This is Crate Digger Gold. Keep listening, because the next one is raw blues soul that somehow slipped into the pop charts like it owned the place. Well, I want somebody. Number 8, Buster Brown, Fannie Mae. This one is gritty, grown, and real. Tell me what's wrong with me. It's the kind of record that doesn't try to be polite, like the jukebox is telling you, yeah, life gets messy. Dance anyway. You hear that groove, and you can almost smell the smoke and the warm glass of a neighborhood bar.
I want somebody, tell me what's wrong.
Fact check. Fannie Mae hit number 39 on the Billboard Hot 100 and was also a major R&B success around 1960. Fun fact, part of what made it special is how unfiltered it sounded for a national hit. Blues bass, heavy pocket, no fancy mask on it. Why it's underrated? Because it lives between categories. Too bluesy for some pop histories. Too party for the serious museum talk. But it's foundational. Real heads, keep this one like a secret key. And the next one, we're going street corner romantic, doo-wop drama you can feel in your chest. Number 7, The Jive. 5, My True Story. This is the sound of a summer night where the air is warm, the sidewalk is still hot, and somebody's singing their heartbreak like it's a movie scene. Smooth harmonies, a lead vocal that feels honest, and that gentle swing that makes you lean in closer. Fact check. Released in 1961 on Beltone, it reached the Duster 3 on the Billboard Hot 100, and it's remembered as their biggest crossover moment. Fun fact, it's co-written by lead singer Eugene Pitt with Oscar Waltzer and Joe Renee, which is why the storytelling feels personal instead of manufactured. Why it's underrated? Because doo-wop got treated like a before photo once the late 60s hit, but the emotion in this record still punches today. Crate Digger Gold. Keep listening, because the next tune is where the slow dance gets dangerous, like secrets floating in the air. Number 6, The Corsairs, Smoky Places. This song is midnight. It's dim lights, slow steps, and that feeling of looking across the room like you're not supposed to. The harmony is gentle, but the mood is heavy, like romance with a little risk in it. Fact check. Sources commonly cite a Billboard Hot 100 peak of number 12 and a strong R&B showing, and it even appears on Billboard's 1962 year-end Hot 100 list, proof it wasn't just a local favorite. Fun fact, this is one of those records that traveled through different pressings, labels in that era, so chart details can get confusing depending on the listing, but the cultural footprint is undeniable. Why it's underrated? Because it's not the kind of track modern classic playlists push, yet it's the DNA of slow jam atmosphere. Real heads, keep this one like a secret key. And the next one, same early 60s energy, but now the room is brighter, the skirt is spinning, and the party is getting loud. Number 5, Claudine Clark, Party Lights. This is that perfect teen night out record, flirty, dramatic, and a little mysterious, like you're watching the dance floor through a doorway and deciding whether to step in. The beat has that everybody's moving pulse, but the vocal still feels personal. Fact check, it hit number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1962, a real national smash, not just a regional spark. Fun fact, Party Lights is often remembered as her one big national breakout, the kind of hit that makes an artist famous fast, and then the industry moves on just as fast. Why it's underrated? Because it gets labeled oldies, but the mood is timeless. Insecurity plus excitement in the same breath. Crate Digger Gold, keep listening. Because the next one is the song I teased earlier. A teenage voice, a worldwide classic, and a behind-the-scenes credit fight that still makes people shake their heads. It's just like heaven being here with Number 4, Rosie and the Originals. Angel Baby. With you, you're like an angel. This record doesn't just play, it floats. It's innocent and aching at the same time, like a first love you don't know how to protect yet. The way Rosie sings it feels like she's writing a diary entry and accidentally letting the whole world read it. Too good to be true, but fact check, it became a top 5 pop hit, listed with the Billboard Hot 100 peak of number 5 when it caught fire nationally. Now, here's the controversy payoff, I promised. Remember, I said one artist on this list had to fight to get her own work recognized? This is that story. Different versions of the business details exist, but the core point is clear. Rosie Hamlin was a teenager, and early contracts credits didn't reflect her as a songwriter, which affected royalties and recognition. After all, I love you. Later reporting and biographies describe long battles over credit and money connected to Angel Baby. Put yourself in that moment. You're a kid, you write something that becomes a classic, and then the paperwork tells you it's not yours. That's not just music, that's history. Angel Baby. Fun fact, the origin story is almost unbelievable. Accounts describe them recording far from the big industry centers in a makeshift setup near San Diego, and the song still found its way onto national radio. My angel baby. Woo. Why it's underrated? Because people know the chorus, but not the cost. Real heads keep this one like a secret key. And the next tune, different mood, but the confidence is louder, the drums hit harder, and the message cuts deeper. I know something about love. Number 3, The Exciters. Tell him, this is not a sweet love song. This is a command, bold, fast, and fearless, like your best friend grabbing your shoulders and saying, stop being scared, go say it. The vocal is explosive, the rhythm is marching, and the whole thing feels like it could knock open a locked door. Go out and get him if you want it to be. Fact check, released in late 1962, it peaked at number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100, early 1963 chart peak. Fun fact, is written by Burt Burns and produced by Lieber and Stoller. That's heavyweight pop craftsmanship behind a performance that still sounds wild. Why it's underrated? because it gets grouped into girl group oldies, but the attitude in this record helped change what pop vocals were allowed to sound like. Crate digger gold. Keep listening, because the next one is the dance floor record that can still start a party in 10 seconds flat. Number 2, the Capitals. Cool Jerk. This is instant motion. The second it comes on, your shoulders move before your brain even votes. It's bright, sharp, and loud in that clean mid-60s way, like a dance contest on TV, kids screaming and the camera trying to keep up with the steps. Fact check. Cool Jerk became a massive hit in 1966, reaching #7 on the Billboard Hot 100. Fun fact, it was produced by Ollie McLaughlin, and accounts of the recording connected to Detroit musicianship, part of why the groove feels so professional and muscular. Why it's underrated? Because people treat it like a dance novelty, but it's also a masterclass in how to build a hook that never gets tired. Real heads, keep this one like a secret key. In the next tune, we're going from dance floor electricity to pure heart, the kind of soul record that refuses to age.
Quick break. If you love music stories like this, check out our sponsor, The Lore Store on Amazon. It's like a special music collection with books, vinyl, gear, and culture picks for rock, pop, hip-hop, R&B, Afro music, and reggae. What I like is that it's not random stuff. Everything is picked on purpose, and there are some real hidden gems in there. And just so you know, when a good item sells out, it may not come back. The link is in the description, and if you shop through it, you're also supporting this channel.
Number 1, Robert Knight, Everlasting Love. This is Goosebumps music. It's hopeful, but it's aching too, like somebody promising forever while still scared it could disappear.
When they go.
I remember hearing it on Oldies radio and feeling like the song had always existed, like it was part of the air. Fact check. Released in 1967, it reached 113 on the Billboard Hot 100, and it became one of the most covered love songs of its era for a reason. Fun fact, it was written and produced by Buzz Cason and Matt Gaden and recorded in Nashville, which helps explain why it has that clean, sturdy, built-to-last sound.
I come back digging you.
Why it's underrated? Because people know later versions, but Robert Knight's original has a special kind of magic, raw enough to feel human, polished enough to feel timeless. This is Crate Digger Gold. So yeah, this list proves something. The 60s didn't just give us hits, it gave us templates for swagger, heartbreak, girl group fire, dance floor joy, and love songs that still hit like truth. Which one are you adding to your playlist first? And do you want a part 2 with more 60s soul one-hit wonders?